Hello, I'm Kevin Y. Brown, and I'm your host today for the Transcendent. This game represents inspirational trivia, and today we are honoring the late, great, honorable Judge Ruth Bader Ginsburg with a show all about her life and accomplishments. I have to say, for me, one of the things that I love most about RBG is her continuous fight and victories for women and women's rights. So today we are joined by Greg, Zach, and Tyler. Greg, why don't you tell us today where you're calling in from and what RBG meant to you?
I'm calling from Philadelphia, and we got a woman who stood up for women's rights, the ability to, and not just women's rights, but also men's rights too. Like for all of us to be treated equal. You know, sometimes we take those kind of things for granted, but it shouldn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. You should get paid the same. You should get treated the same. You know, so that's a big deal, and I'm happy that she was able to do that.
Okay. Contestant number 2, Zach. Where are you calling in from, and what did RBG mean to you?
I'm calling in from New York City. I think, clearly she was a fighter for, I think equal rights in general, but also did a lot of fighting on the labor laws and stuff. She's a New Yorker, which is always great. She actually went to the same high school as my mother, only a few years before. So she would have been graduated, like as my mom was coming in, probably.
Okay. And contestant number 3, Tyler. Where are you calling in from, and what did RBG mean to you?
Hey, I'm calling in from New York as well, and honestly, RGB is just really a champion of gender equality as well as a champion of LGBTQ rights, so I really respect her for that.
Okay. Gentlemen, thank you so much for giving us some insight into your thoughts about RBG and where it is that you're calling in from. Now what I want to do is lay out the rules for you. How to play the Transcendent. Number 1, we're going to start with a segment called Shoot for the Stars. This is our introductory question, and whoever wins this answer chooses the category for the first round. So you actually will be setting the tempo. Today's categories are RBG and Higher Education, RBG's Life, and RBG's Career. After each round, the person with the lowest score is eliminated, and the winner chooses the next category. At the last round, it's the showdown. And we will see if the final contestant can prove that they are truly transcendent. Okay, so gentlemen, let's set the tone for this entire show right here with Shoot for the Stars. What comedian and actor played the role of RBG on the TV show SNL? Is it A, Kate Mckinnon, B, Anna Gayster, or C, Amy Poehler? Zach, what do you have for us?
Amy Poehler?
Is it C, Amy Poehler? Sorry, Zach, that was not correct. The second person that I saw up for an answer was Greg. Greg, what do you have for us?
I'm going to go with Kate McKinnon.
Is it A, Kate McKinnon? Okay. Kate McKinnon it is. Kate McKinnon is correct.
As President Donald Trump is now in charge of Supreme Court appointments, which many predict will lead to a conservative majority for decades to come. Here to comment is liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Greg won the Shoot for the Stars round of questioning. And so, Greg, you get to choose and you get to set the tempo for the show. So that being said, you have 3 categories to choose for. 3. You have RBG and Higher Education. You have RBG's Life, and you have RBG's Career. Which category would you like to start with, Greg?
I'm going to choose her life.
Okay. What made you pick that one? I'm curious.
I think that's going to be where I can kind of draw more conclusions about her versus I know some of what she did in her higher education stuff, where she went and stuff like that, and what she did on the side of policy making. But I know a good amount about her life, so I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, gentlemen, this round, each question that you get correct is for 10 points. And remember that this is for, if you win the whole game, it's $100 to your Venmo. However, the person with the lowest score after each round is eliminated. So keep that in mind. The last round, you're on your own, and we have to find out if you're truly transcendent. Okay, so let's start off with question number 1. What is the birthplace of RBG? Is it A, Queens, New York, B, Staten Island, or C, Brooklyn, New York? Tyler.
C, Brooklyn, New York.
Is it C, Brooklyn, New York? Great answer, Tyler. This is 10 points for you. You actually answered correctly. Next question. Are you guys ready for the next question? Got 10 points down to Tyler already. Okay.
This is stressful.
Here we go. Question number 2 on RBG's life. Which faith did RBG follow? Is it A, Christianity, B, Judaism, or C, Buddhism? Zach.
I'm sorry. Judaism.
Is it B? Is B the answer?
B.
Awesome. Zach, you are correct.
What? Yeah, my fault. We have to disqualify you. You ranked sooner before. We can't. We have to wait until you finish reading the question.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was going to disqualify myself because I realized that.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's no points for that. So we're gonna go to the next question. Sorry about that. So it's important that you answer. Yeah, you answer right when he finishes reading all the answers.
Okay. This was the problem I had last time.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, yes. Everyone.
No worries. Okay. Third question of this section. When did RBG's mother pass away? Was it A, one day before her wedding, B, one day before her high school graduation, or C, one day after her college graduation? Greg.
Yes, it's B, one day before her high school graduation.
Is the correct answer B, one day before her high school graduation? Great. Greg, amazing answer. 10 points for you. Moving on to the next question. RBG's nickname, the Notorious RBG, was inspired by who? Was it A, Biggie Smalls, B, Notorious K.I.M., or C, P. Diddy? Tyler.
That would be A, Biggie Smalls.
Is the correct answer A, Biggie Smalls? Tyler, another 10 points for you. Okay, moving on to the next and final question of this segment. How tall was RBG? Is it A, 5'1", B, 4'10", or C, 5'3"? Zach.
She looks really small, but 4'10" is pretty short. I'm gonna say 5'1". A.
Got you. And the survey says A is. That is correct. The answer to the question is A, 5'1".
I'm back.
Congratulations,
in the
Zach. You were back in the game. Okay. So it seems as though Tyler is the clear winner of the round, and we have a tie with Greg and Zach. Tyler, you are the winner of the round one. You get to pick the next category. Would you like to select RBG's career or RBG's higher education?
Let's do RGB higher education.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay, we are up. We are ready for our first question about RBG and higher education. Okay, which one of these schools did Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg not attend? Is it A, Yale? Is it B, Columbia? Or is it C, Cornell? Greg?
Yale.
Is the correct answer A, Yale? Great, Greg, congratulations. That's another 10 points for you. And we can move on to the next question for this segment. RBG and higher education. Why did RBG transfer from Harvard Law School to Columbia Law School? Was it A, her mother was sick in New York City? B, New York City weather was better than Massachusetts? Or C, her husband started a job in NYC? Zach?
Do I have to make sure I'm not disqualified first?
Yeah, you're not disqualified.
Her husband started a job in New York City.
Okay, awesome. Is the correct answer C, her husband started a new job in New York City? Zach, you've earned yourself another 10 points. You have a total of 20 points now. Question number 3 in this category. RBG graduated first in her class from what school? Is it A, Cornell University, B, Harvard Law School, or C, Columbia Law School? Zach?
C, Columbia Law School.
Is the correct answer C, Columbia Law School? Beautiful. Zach, another 20 points for you. Moving on up. You are now the leader in the game with 50 points total.
A lot of pressure.
Let's see it. Tyler and Greg, you guys better catch up. It's $100, to your Venmo ride. Huh?
Try my best. I need that
$100.
Sorry.
Okay. Waiting on the next question. So, Greg, I have a question for you, man. Where is the best place to get a Philly cheesesteak in Philly?
Greg's got his hand on that button.
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of good spots, and nothing's really
place.
open right now.
Okay.
I would have to
Pre-COVID.
I would have to say Max's down North Philly, man.
Okay. Why is Max's the leader?
Oh man, it's authentic. It's an authentic cheesesteak, man.
Okay. So I got a question. Like, do you grow up eating cheesesteaks? Like, is that like the thing? Like, this is like real culture, or is it like a treat, or is this like a daily thing? Like, let me go and get a cheesesteak.
When I grew up, we ate cheesesteaks a lot, man. A lot of cheesesteaks, a lot of pretzels, a lot of good food, man. Philly has some really good food, so yeah, we eat a lot of it. I can't say it was a treat as much as a staple. We ate, you could go a lot of different places made good cheesesteaks, but there's not too many left now. So,
got you. Okay. The question was just there. Sorry, I kept talking. I wanted to know about these cheesesteaks, man. For when COVID's over, I'm gonna have to slide down to Philly. Maybe test it out.
You're making me a little hungry now.
We're all getting these appetites. We got to say no, though. It's getting late. We don't want to. We don't want to put on that extra weight from eating too late. We got 2 questions left in this segment, so we'll see who the winner is, and then then somebody will be eliminated from this round. Okay, here we are. Question number 4 from the category RBG and Higher Education. When RBG started law school at Harvard in the 1950s, out of a class of 500 students, how many were women? Is it A, 9? Is it B, 5? Or C, 30? Greg.
Yeah, there was 9 women.
Wow. Interesting answer. Is the correct answer A, 9? Greg, you are correct. You have earned yourself another 20 points. How did you know the answer to that question? It seems like such a random fact to me.
I mean, you got to respect the fact that she, there weren't too many women in the 50s that were even
You're getting a
going
Philly
to law
answer
school.
here.
You were going to law school, and it takes even nowadays there aren't as many, but now it's becoming more equal. Now things have become more equal.
But even with that, though, I would have thought, I guess, at top of mind, you had 9 and you had 5, and then you had to jump to 30. So I was just wondering, what made you pick the middle ground versus, going to the extreme low, because we are talking about the 50s.
Yeah, I just knew that. I just know her life a little bit, so I just knew that she was one of 9 women, and she was actually one of the only women to be in the Harvard Law Review, man. So she was top of her class.
Okay, here we go. RBG became the first female tenured professor at which college? Is it A, Columbia University, B, Harvard University, or C, Cornell University? Zach.
Columbia University. I'm sorry, A, Columbia University.
Is the correct answer A, Columbia University? Zach, you have earned yourself another 20 points. In addition to that, you are proceeding on to the next round. Tyler and Greg, thank you so much for participating. Unfortunately, only one person can move on to round 3, and that person is Zach because he has the most points. So I want to say thank you both for participating, and we look forward to seeing you back here at Ding Ding Games, especially on the show, The Transcendent. So here we are, round 3, RBG's career. Zach, congratulations on making it to this round. You have 60 seconds to answer 5 questions. These are rapid fire questions. All I need is the answer from you. Come up with an answer so we can move on to the next question. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Do I have to get them all right?
You need to get 2 out of the 5 correct, and we are going to start the clock now. Question number 1. Which year was RBG appointed Supreme Court Justice?
1993.
Okay. RBG received the Thurgood Marshall Medal from where?
Skip. Pass.
Which president appointed RBG to be a federal judge in the 1980s?
Jimmy Carter.
Which case did RBG vote for equal access to education for women?
Shit. Lily, I don't know. Skip. How many do I have left?
27 seconds.
I don't know that.
Okay. Last and final question. RBG made this statement according to which court ruling? States are required to place persons with mental disabilities in community settings rather than in institutions when treatment professionals deem it appropriate. The individual does not oppose the transfer, and the state can reasonably accommodate.
Do I have time to answer? Is that the case or the act? Right? Is that the Americans with Disability Act case?
The court. It was the court case. So, your answers for the final round, the lightning round, RBG's career. The first question was, which year was RBG appointed Supreme Court Justice? Your answer was 1993. The correct answer was 1993. Congratulations. Question number 2. RBG received the Thurgood Marshall Medal from where? Your answer was Skip. The correct answer was the American Bar Association. Question number 3. Which president appointed RBG to be a federal judge in the 1980s? Your answer, Jimmy Carter. The correct answer, President Carter. You got that one right. Question number 4. Which case did RBG vote for equal access to education for women? Your answer was Lilly. The correct answer was United States versus Virginia. And the last question was, RBG made this statement according to which court ruling? States are required to place persons with mental disabilities in community settings rather than in institutions. When treatment professionals deem it appropriate, the individual does not oppose the transfer and the state can reasonably accommodate. We ran out of time, but the correct answer to that question is Olmstead versus LC and EW. But you need not worry, Zach. Congratulations, you answered 2 out of the 5 questions correctly, which means that you won the grand prize and that you are truly transcendent.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Great game.
I'm good.
Good looking picture. Chris, why don't you send me another 100 so we can see what it looks like with the name?
Ladies and gentlemen, before you go, subscribe to Ding Ding Games on YouTube and check out our other games to increase your brain knowledge. Sign up on dingdinggames.com. That's DINGDINGGAMES.com to win cash by playing our remote game shows.